grab some meat or whatever you need. I'm Corey, and it's time to get into it. So, we're going to be back on Path of Exile today. I did a live stream earlier. It was kind of a long one, about 4.5 hours or so. And I took a little bit of time to get acquainted with the new mechanics, sort of. So I wanted to talk just a few minutes about the new league, the new Sentinel League, how things work, how to just basically a few tips on Sentinel League. So first things first, how do you call your Sentinel? Well, when you have a Sentinel active, which we'll go over in just a moment, because that's kind of the easy part. When you're in a zone and you're on controller and you want to summon your Sentinel to make the enemies stronger so that you can actually utilize the benefits of the league, you hold L2 and R2, or left trigger and right trigger, and then you hit circle. You'll notice on the bottom right of my screen that the options change. So L2 and R2, hit circle. You'll see right now on square, there is something grayed out. And then on down, there is something that appeared. So when you can cast your Sentinel, summon your Sentinel, you hit square, your Sentinel comes out for a few seconds, and it enhances the enemies that are near you. We'll go over that further in just a moment. But that's how you call your Sentinel. L2, R2, circle, and then that activates the ability to utilize the Sentinels. Now, if you want to open up the Sentinel menu to modify the Sentinels, to modify the runic pathways in which your Sentinels are currently set up to fill out, you would press down. Now, this pathway that is set up on my Sentinel, I set this up at like level 3. And that's one of the coolest things about this league, in my opinion, is you can actually lay out the pathway that you want your Sentinels to take, and then they'll just go. So you can lay it all out, plan out the pathways that you want them to go through, and then as you obtain the experience from it, you'll actually just follow that pathway. Now I'm going to take all these back because I'm trying to get to that bottom one. So that's really cool. You can also change the pathways whenever you want at no cost. It doesn't cost anything to change the way that these things are laid out, which is also really fucking awesome. Now, when you have a Sentinel that's been depleted, like the one that I have here, it has 0 out of 10 casts remaining. Well, let's look at how we would get a new one in there. So obviously you need room. So we'll make some room real quick. Ignore this. Just let me empty all this out. I probably should have done this beforehand, but it's fine. We're doing it now. Don't worry about it. I think almost all the rest of this is just garbo poo-poo. Sell all this stuff. Throw this in my stash. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. All right. Now, you want to get a new Sentinel. So you pull the Sentinel out, whichever one you want. Doesn't really matter too much. Just pull the Sentinel out, at least for right now. Obviously, later on, you're going to want to use specific ones for specific things, but I'm giving a very, very brief early game look at the system. So while you're in this menu, you can hold L2 and R2, left trigger and right trigger, and press down on the directional pad. You can't pick it up with X, you gotta use square, but you can't pick it up because you currently have one in here. So you pick that one out, and then you put that one in. So when you're over in that menu, X or square picks it up, you move it. You'll get items where you can recycle these if you want, but honestly, once they're all depleted, the super low level ones, I would just sell them. I don't see the point in keeping any of your incredibly low level ones to use the currency items to recycle them to bigger ones. Now, when you're actually using these Sentinels, you can just summon it and kill things as it goes, or you can play a little bit smarter and you can utilize the Sentinel to its, in my opinion, fuller potential. What do I mean by that? Well, it's only out for a certain amount of time, and that time that it's out, it can only empower a certain amount of enemies. So when you have these out, you're going to want to try to empower as many enemies as possible. The more enemies that you empower, the more possibilities you have of getting a really good empowerment, like guaranteed unique, currency items, things of that nature. So the best way to do it, let's try to find our way to Act 2, to the second area. Oh, shiver me timbers. This is what we'll do instead, because this may take a bit. We'll look at this other pathway real fast. All right, so now you can only pull these out once per zone, once per area. So when you get to an area that you want to pull it out, one of the ways that you can utilize it to its fullest potential is, instead of killing a bunch of mobs, you either get a bunch of them around you or plan on moving quickly. Summon it, and you'll notice on the bottom right, there is a counter. And that counter is both going counterclockwise, and also there's a number counter that is going down. The number counter is how many enemies are capable of being empowered, and the other one is the timer. So as you'll notice, I ran through and I made sure that it targeted, it buffed, it enhanced all of the enemies that it could. I enhanced all of the enemies and just kept going, and then backtracked. Now, you can just go forward through it, but if you just go forward through it, you may end up finding that you're not killing things as quickly as you could, or fast enough rather, and you're leaving things on the table. You're not fully buffing everything, and because of that, you're not getting all of the use out of the Sentinels as you could. So with all of those things buffed, killed them all, got a few things. It wasn't the greatest run, but I got a guaranteed unique, got some currency items, and got more points towards all this fun stuff. And also now it has 10 charges left. So that's kind of the long and the short of it. As you continue to kill mobs that are empowered, as you continue to run these zones, calling out your Sentinels, using your Sentinels, enhancing the enemies, destroying them, beating them down, you will fill out the runic zones, the runic pathways, as well as filling up the top portion. You'll see the top semi-hemispherical meter that is filling up. And as that fills up, you get more shit, you get more stuff, you have more fun. That's kind of where I'm at now. It's still night 1, as you may be able to tell. The league has only been online for about 5.5 hours. We had a restart that kind of threw a little wrench in things, but yeah, we are going to be going seismic trap. We just have to get to Ciosa. That way we can actually obtain seismic trap, because we don't have it yet. So we're using lightning. We're using lightning trap right now and just kind of going through. As you saw, or you may have saw if you were actually looking and paying attention, which if you weren't, that's fine. I don't expect you to, but if you were, nice. I have 6 Chaos Orbs. I've obtained the currency items, everything that I've done, all of the gear that I have from just playing so far. Utilizing these Sentinels in the proper way can help you get through that stuff a lot faster. It can help you get the gear that you need. It can help you get more Sentinels. It can help you get more currency. It can help you progress faster. So, I don't really know what else I have to say about the Sentinels. I hope that you guys are having fun. If you have any questions, please place them in the comment section down below, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. And yeah, there's that. I hope everyone has a good league. Hope everyone has a fantastic, amazing, fun league. Come and check out the streams tomorrow. I will be streaming here on YouTube as well as on Twitch, doing the duo stream, happy fun times. And yeah, that's the end of it. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go continue to progress and level up. So I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.